Question is how this is going to work. I can see there is a lot of lag. Good evening, Dupupu. No, I can see there is quite a bit of lag. Bear with me, I'm trying to see what is actually using network here. That is supposed to, that is not supposed to. Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That is very weird, but I'm not sure whether we will. Yeah, me too, me too. Otherwise, I'm recording everything, so we'll see if I can ever get to upload it, but I unfortunately have a lot of problems with networking at the moment. I think they are OpenReach is doing something in our area, so it sometimes goes absolutely stupid. But as far as I can see, my usage is only what's supposed to be, so, and it's not even high. That is really weird. So, I'm actually tempted to check the speed. Just to see what it actually. Okay, that's not the worst I have seen, and it's not the best. It's somewhere in the middle, so it actually should works fine. Upload is a little bit slow, but it should be fine. So thank you. Winter is coming. This is one of the things which really annoys me. That things are not working as they should. Why do you say I have a poor connection? Yeah, little dog, go out a moment, because you're not helping. So let's just check this. It says there is some unstable. God. I don't know if this is actually coming out, but it seems like I look as I'm dead or something, which I'm not. I am actually alive, so hi there. I know it normally will just go a little bit out of sync, so what you will see is a little bit of a delay while it's going on, so I think we should just try and go on and see how it goes. So yeah, I'm trying to go from here and see how it goes. It can't go any worse than bad, so we are at our normal start point, the freighter, and at least it says I'm live, and if I'm a little bit delayed, I'll keep an eye on the stream and see how we are. So, I mean, we're not sitting here to see me trying and panic. Okay, that sounds intriguing. Why would you do that? No. Yeah, that is possible. You can do that. If it's a sentinel base, it's a big tower, and you can actually kind of hack that and make them dormant in that system. If it's a depot with 5 kind of container thingies you shoot at, then it's a little bit different, but at least it gets you something. So, but yeah, then if you start shooting at anything with sentinels around, you will end up with them starting shooting at you, and when you take flight, they might send ships at you as well. That's quite normal. You say you click something. I'm tempted to say, if you don't know what you click, then you have a little bit of a problem, because you should not click on things you don't know what is. Then you will get into trouble. And that is called video gaming for you. Because that's where we all end up at some point. We click on something and it goes horrible wrong. You're not the first one doing that. I have done it. Everyone else, I think, have done that at some point. Good. You're learning. I don't even do that, but I have a little bit kind of thought that if I leave them alone, they leave me alone, and I take it pretty much from there. So I'm just going through the frigate missions and see what we got out of them. Got some dusty worms. I don't know what to use them for right now, but can always go and be sold. And a little bit of coins, so not too bad. Got a Savage Frigate module. That is not a bad thing. Cooper. And it was not worth a lot, but it's okay. It's good to know how to deactivate the sentinels, because if you have a lot to do in the system and do that, you have a little bit more free movement in to do what you actually want to do. So that's not a bad thing. Remember how you did it? You might have to do it again. Okay, seems like all my thingies has come back. So, what am I doing? I'm making more fuel. So I think I will fill that up to 20 every day. That should be enough to send all freaking missions out if I want to. If not, then I should be able to make more. So, a long combat one. And I am going to see if it's fine with the weaker ones. Should be, but that looks very fine. Off you go. Then there is a Voyage of Discovery. So that would be exploration. Explode, 5 stars, go. And a balanced. So 1 combat, 1 industrial, 1 trade, 1 support, and I don't have any discovery left, but I can still make it 5 stars, so then let's try the other one as well. Might be so combat, support, industrial, So what trade is the highest number? That's that one. And that one. Yeah, that turns into a 5-star as well. So we sent 4 off out of 5. That's not bad. And this is not good. This is not really good. Not sure I can make anything about it. That is it's really lagging behind, but and the thing is, when you write to me in chat, it will take a little bit before my response actually come on the video feed. So I do not understand this, why it is going this way. Okay, now it actually seems like it's excellent, so I wonder if we are then live or not. At least now I can see I'm moving on the screen. So we send off a lot of frigate missions, so that's actually the good thing. They will be back later and we will look at them Thursday. So I was thinking, first of all, doing a little bit of food processing, because that's one thing which we haven't been doing a lot of. So I am just taking some of the important things out, and then we are playing around with some of them and see what we can create, if anything. So the problem is you need to have the food stuff in your exosuit. So I know when we make flour and add that with milk and oh, yeah, I need one more thing. I need butter, which doesn't seem to have any of. I have milk, so maybe we can make some butter. We can make cream out of milk. So Tupufu, did you get your ship repaired, or are you still waiting to do that? So now I have butter and I have flour And I have sugar. That doesn't work together. But butter and flour turns into pastry. So I put the flour back. Pastry and sugar maybe. No. Pastry and meat. No. So some meat combines together in a mystery meat stew. And I will find some recipes and see if I can make something which is useful for us. But otherwise it becomes more and more valuable the more you actually refine it, if you can use that word. That didn't really work with anything. So I need to make this to flour anyway. But the thing is, you make the I know, and it is a little bit of a grinding when you're doing it, but it doesn't run anywhere. It's there, and it stays with you. So don't despair. It took me quite a while before I actually could start to get them flying. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So many problems coming out of nothing. That's absolutely silly. I did find out how we can meet up and get together. It takes a little bit of work. So I don't know if when and how we should when we should do it, but it's it's something we can do, but as said, it takes a little bit of preparation. So that was a little bit about cooking. I would say we do more about that at a later point. As said, I don't want to sit a whole day just stamping away with that. I was going to actually check what those two become. So food stuff is a kind of funny one. Because as I said, it becomes more and more as you get it combined more and more together. And I'm not always sure what it actually turns into. Okay, that turns into crunchy caramel. That's nice to know. The thing is, you can eventually make things to be something you bake cakes and stuff like that. Oh, that's the vegetables. So refining the jade piece into steamed vegetables, add 1,000 coins for each one of them. So that's actually not a bad thing. So I had a feeling, I might be wrong, but no, that was wrong. Okay. That doesn't turn into anything better. So that was a little bit looking at it, and I will try to find some useful recipes and combinations. I might do it with you guys. That's depending whether you think it's fun to do or not. Yeah, it is a little bit hard with the repairs. It takes some time because you need to actually get a good stock of all the materials you need, because otherwise you can repair one thing which is broken, but the next one which takes the same, you don't have enough. So it is a little bit that you need to, that there is a reason I stock up as I do, because I know I'm gonna need it. Yeah, do that every time you can, and grow that so you have enough space to fill that up. I'm going to teleport to where I ended Sunday, so yeah. That's the easy part. But it teaches you a little bit about using the stuff. So I'm going to look what the missions have today. Nothing here I really can use. Well, that's absolutely fine. I am not going to go negative with any of that. Those are almost. That is plus. These are almost. I had to clean up a little bit Sunday evening because I suddenly had a lot of things and not too much space left, so that's that's what you end up with. You don't always have all the space you would love to have. I have noticed there's a lot of talk in the community at the moment because the guys from Hello Games, Stephen Murray, normally on Twitter post a icon and emoji every time there's an update coming, and he posted one the other day, and there was a snowflake, and now the speculations is what will be in the update. No one really knows, but there might be an update within a very short period of time. And one of the things is we know that the game comes for Mac OS and is it PS VR 2? I didn't pay too much attention on that, but so that normally fits together with updates and stuff like that. So keep an eye out, and we might have some changes very soon. I will, of course, when it has been released, have a look at what the notes say and see what we can find out. So hopefully I will be the one making all the stupid mistakes, and you guys don't have to. So I will continue. I'm not going that way, I'm going that way. And we are going, what's that? That is Joaquin. Let's go and have a look at that. I will say I'm a little bit sorry that there is some delays on my response to the chat today, but when it started lagging with some time difference between me and you, well, from what I do to what you see, then that happens. But so sorry if it doesn't come as quick as normally. So just be a little bit patient with it. So this is a new station, so I take a round as normal. You are owing. What are you owing over? Well, yeah. A rule of thumb I have found out that if you are asked questions, there's no right or wrong, but try to be honest with your answers, and if you can, try to be helpful to the race which are there. That helps a little bit in the right direction most of the time, at least. So, what is for sale here? Cheap wiring looms. You might ask the question why I only buy 10 at a time, but the reason is that I might find them cheaper, and then just taking 10 here and there doesn't really do anything on my economy either, so that's more my thoughts behind it. So minus, 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 minus. That's fine. Oh, that's good. It's just so you know that you write something and it might take 10 seconds or more before I reply to it. It's not that I don't want to talk to you, but I might reply to it when I read it. I could put delay on the chat, but that would not be nice either. Let's see what's behind door number 2. So I do apologize that there is some lag on the stream today, but I seem to have a little bit of an annoying connection. Even though the broadband speed checker tells me that everything is fine, but well, numbers are fine, but that's not always the full truth. I take a couple of words as usual. The more you know about their language, the more red you get on the screen, the better you understand what they're actually saying. Otherwise, you sometimes have to guess a little bit. You're trying to find the treasure. You need 3 ancient keys, and use your scanner to find one which is not a key, but what is it called? A box or something. Oh, I managed to piss him off. Nice. You can see one of the symbols is like a chest or something like that. A box, more than the keys. The keys are like the knowledge stones. Well, at least the second one I didn't pee off, so that's positive. The foo-foo on the screen, I'm at the mission guy. He said there is a mission which gives repair kit, and repair kits can be used to repair ships with, or slots and things in ships. So if you have them in your exosuit or on your ship, you can use them instead of the materials. I don't know if I told you that earlier, but that is a curious data is data structures, so they are useful. But repair kits can be used as well to repair ships with. Just saying. Should I take it? I actually have quite a number of repair kits, but okay, I take it. And you take the curious data, yeah? They are always useful. Even though you over time would get shitloads of them, then that's fine. Okay. I got 60,000 coins. Now I will have to deliver the uranium because I already had it. I actually take those kind of missions because they're very easy and it's a good way of getting standings for free, really. But now I will have to find out where they want me to deliver it. That would be a trade station on one of the planets. That is of course a planet with sentinels on. Yeah, I just got a message. I believe it repairs one slot. So if you need 3 things to repair, something, then it will repair one of them, but used for the more hard resources to get on, if that makes sense. Yeah, but the thing is, repair kits can be used for, instead of wiring looms, for instance. You might be in a system where wiring looms is very expensive. So it's kind of how it fits in with what you have and what you don't have. So if you have loads of something, then use that, but you use the repair kits for other things. Many use them when they go through the core to get up and running. I use another approach to that, but you already seen what I do. I swap the ships and stuff like that, so always have a ship which is okay without too much on, and use that. But otherwise, if I get into a crunch situation, it's quite good to have things like the repair kit. What am I looking at? I'm not quite sure. Well, you're welcome. It is about knowing all the little quirks and things in the game, and I don't know everything, but then sometimes I find out, oh, this works for this and that, and that's not a bad thing. It's them. Yeah. I'm fluttering around a little bit. So I got a radio transmission, but I'm not sure what that covers. Delete, where is that? Is that on the planet I just came from? Okay. Then let's go and have a chit chat with that guy. Now, as I said, the chat might seem like it's a little bit delayed from when I actually answer you, but the thing is, the chat comes up immediately, and the video feed is a little bit delayed today because of I have some I would say lumps in my feed. Internet connection today, it goes up and down, but it seems to be working with a little bit of lag. So just apologize if anyone asks questions and I'm a little bit slow to answer. That's why. Because I read immediately more or less what you write in chat, but what you don't get the answer until it comes with the feed. So I hope that's forgiven. I hope it will only be today, otherwise I will be very annoyed if that is going to be the standard from now on, because that's I hate issues like that. So So this guy sells blueprints. I probably have them, but I have to look, because if suddenly there's something I don't have, I might want it. Another thing is they sell components, and you might actually sometimes find a bargain there, especially with things you can't make yourself at this point. You might be able to later on, but just saying. So I got a position where that missing person I'm looking for might be. So I will almost go and chase him out, but I just need to do something first. Actually, I need to do two things first, because we are on a toxic world. And I need to make sure that I am fully charged when I'm just walking around, so I don't hurt myself. And of course, as usual, scan some things on the way. It is worth money for you. That one I actually want to go and have a look at. I know there's sentinels on this world, so I'll go and have a look and be careful. No, I know, but I rather want to say it so people don't suddenly think I'm very rude and not replying to them, because that's actually not how I am. I always try to be very responsive. And helpful if I can. So I actually like this planet, but it looks nice. Only problem is it's toxic. And there's sentinels, so I know I'm taking a little bit of a chance shooting when there's sentinels, but oh hey, we only live once. Oh, this is gold. Uranium. The last time I found metal fingers, that was around 9,000 uranium, so I'm actually quite good with that. But it is actually useful in several ways. So, no sentinels that I can see. But that's the thing, it says high sentinel presence or whatever it was. That might only be in certain areas. I don't know the algorithm for how they appears, and I don't think anyone actually does. So it is always a guessing game, and I think you're supposed to be guessing. It's supposed to make you slightly paranoid sometimes. And I will admit, it makes me paranoid. It really does, because I keep looking over my shoulder, so to speak. I talked about this before, metal fingers. So far, I can only remember that I have had gold or uranium. I don't know if you can get other things in them. I can see the video is catching up. It's almost live now. Wow. But it does say we have an excellent connection now, so that's actually good. I did not know it could catch up, so that's I'm learning things as well. And that's the sentinel. I'm not here. I'm just taking a walk. I probably took one more than I should have, but I mean, greed is a lovely thing, isn't it? Oh, just check the shelters which are, because they sometimes have some useful things as well. Then I will go and find that guy, or whatever it is. That sentinel is following me around like a little dog. This one is empty. I thought so. So, where is our ship? It's up there. And we could move on. Oh, need to find that question mark. 1 hour. Okay. That's a little bit excessive. It's funny to think about. In the old days, and I know I sound like I'm very old sometimes, but I kind of am. And I've been around for a very, very long time on playing computer games. And in the times when I started playing computer games, sometimes you actually had to be very patient, because if it said it would take an hour, even though it would never say that, but you would end up spending a lot of time actually doing whatever it was you were doing. There is something weird going on. My information I get is very weird. It seems everything is fine, so just get some coffee and then hope the best. Maybe I shouldn't be so paranoid with the technology. Now I start sounding like myself. Make sure that everything is fine. I do like to be kind of fully charged, especially when I'm out. It's 1,000 units away. It's a long walk. Oh dear. That can go really wrong. That is actually a recipe for disaster. In a bad environment, on a toxic planet, walk around without your ship and even sentinels around, Not that they are going to bother me too much, I hope. But that could cause quite a issue. But let's see how it goes. I'm even going to be a risk taker. Might not take them all, but I will take some of these as I run past. Because we kind of need them for making frigate fuel and maybe other things as well. So just another thing is I need to be sorry for that. For some reason my key binding only worked one way. I'm only missing 2 animals, so if I could get them, I get some bonus nanites, which is not a bad thing either. So I will say try to get the bonuses as often as you can. That is always a good thing, because it's easy nanites. I know I talk about easy and hard sometimes in a little bit of a weird way, but things that it is easy to get is actually more like a bonus than anything else. Wow, weirdly enough it is called bonus nanite. So yeah, I'm rambling a little bit now. So one thing which is always safe, even though there's sentinel, is things which you press E to take. They do not well, I'm just walking here. See, I'm actually going the wrong way now. I said that and I keep going the wrong way. Because I'll try to get that one. I normally don't chase these, but you can sometimes get some quite nice surprises in them. So I was actually thinking getting some of those dihydrogen, but I decided just to take a scan to see what there was of sentinels, and he's just on my back, so I think I will So I don't know if you want to, but I was thinking Thursday, maybe it'll take a couple of looks of things where you can kind of exploit the game a little bit. Some people call it cheats, others call it glitches in the game. I don't know, and I'm not judging anyone for doing or not doing things. I mean, I told everyone that I found out that in the abandoned buildings you could keep taking the nanites. I mean, I will leave it to each individual what you wanna kind of do. I'm not here to judge what people do, and it is mainly a single player game, so if you earn 100 millions by using something in the game, what would that matter to me? Nothing really. It's the same question, viewer. Why are you playing in sandbox mode? It's there's no challenges. Yeah, but who the fuck says people want challenges? Some people like just sitting, fiddling around with what they're doing. If you only in this game to make the ultimate base, you might as well do that in sandbox mode as in anything else. Who cares? Well, let me say it very clearly, I don't. No, you can't do that. You can't discover too much stuff. That's wrong in so many ways. You're opening new doors to play other facets of the game. You can't discover too much stuff. Sorry, that's just not right. You're opening up doors so you can play even more and better things in the game. On the other hand, some of the stuff you find out, it might actually not be very helpful. So who's the guy? It's him. So, am I a bounty hunter now? Yeah, but isn't that great? That's one of the things I love in this game. When I discover something which is new or different or whatever it is, I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. I never thought about that. And then when you start combining those skills and information you get, it actually then suddenly make things stand out in a new way, really. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I find amazing. I love finding new things. So now my ship is far, far away. So either I have to take another walk, or I can call it. Yeah, well, a good friend of mine always say, every day is a school day. And he goes into every day with that approach, learning something new that makes his day. Oh dear. Yeah, well, I do understand that. And, but as I said, take the pleasure out of it and be kind of happy for everything you learn. And the more you learn, the better the game becomes for you, because the more options you actually have to kind of do things. Then you don't have to be scared of sentinels or quads or even their walkers. You just take it on as it comes. You become the king of your game. So I need to go and hand in my quests, missions. See, that's damage I have from other games. I talk about quests. But I think you're doing fine. Taking all this information and pass it into something useful. Just think about some of the things you asked me and well, how do I do this? How do I do this? Now you're actually finding out for yourself, and that's even better, and it makes it easier and easier as it goes on, until it doesn't. But then luckily, you can come and ask. But it opens up so many doors for you. Sorry for that. I've been a little bit evil to my dog because I blocked the door. She kept running in and out, and that's not too lucky when you're sitting fiddling with everything and trying to make things work as they should. The worst part is she's coming out. Can I help you with your network cable? I think it needs a little bit of chewing. So I got some repair kits. Thanks to Fufu. That was not what I actually... Nah, I'm actually good with that. Now another one came up. Salvage Frigate module. Raid a planetary depot. Well, I do like those salvage frigate modules, so why not? Let's go and fight some sentinels. That's we haven't done that today, so I feel lucky. Either that or suicidal, I'm not sure. We go back to that planet again. That's becoming our new home, I think. So, 9 out of 10 people I know who plays No Man's Sky would tell you to do this with your plane, with your starship. However, I don't do that. And you know what? I'm not even going to the planetary. It's not even there. It says approximate. Yeah. You know what? Because I saw something else over there somewhere. Where was it? I saw a crashed freighter. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I saw a crashed freighter. Where did it go? Jesus. So the good part of it is the marking of where I should start scanning for the depot is still there, so I can fly around and try to find that freighter. Where did it go? So you might ask, why is a freighter important? Well, you sometimes find gold or other good things. Not so much gold, to be honest, but the worst part is the depot is not even showing up. So, when everything else fails, repeat what you were doing. Then sometimes, you actually catch a glimpse of what it was you were seeing. And the worst part is I might never see that freighter again. So because it might have come from another angle or something. I thought it was a little bit in that direction, but that doesn't look right. So something might be playing with my mind. And as I said, sometimes you'll never see it again. That's why it's sometimes important if you see something, go straight for that first. So as I was saying, 9 out of 10 players would tell you to do a planetary depot with your ship, but my experience is it's actually easier to survive if you do it on foot. So I'm not supposed to be here, but you know what? There's many things in life you're not supposed to do. And I'm not the one always doing what you should do. However, ammonia is very useful. Oh, on the your terrain manipulator, you can change the size of the beam. Just one word of warning, the bigger it is, the smaller amount of resources you get. So the smallest one is the one giving you most when you use it. Just saying, but it's also the one taking the longest time, so if you're in a time crunch, sometimes you might actually take the bigger one and then just get what you can and get out of there. But for me, it's always, I'd rather have the quantity and then if I'm in a crunch, so leave some behind. That's rather what I would do. But again, it's up to you. I give you the tools, how you use them. It's really up to you. So just scanning and see if there is. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. You have to do what you have to do. And I will be sitting here trying to survive on a hostile world. Well, yeah, thank you. And you have a good night's sleep and a good day at work tomorrow. I hope I see you on Thursday. Although I was sure I hadn't seen that animal before, but it seems like I did. I am very aware that there is sentinels on this planet, so I am only shooting a little bit here and there and try not to get caught out. And I'm saying that as I'm about to go in and fight with them, but yeah. So it's a little bit weird. I can't see it, but I know you suddenly come over a ridge and it's there or something like that. There it is. So there's only so many. And there's the freighter I couldn't find. Okay. Well, if we survive this, we have a freighter to look at as well. Happy days. I need to check because I could see that was starting going down. What are you doing? Oh dear. Okay. So now I do what I do best, hide. So the question is, am I far enough away or so they came a little bit quicker and attacked me than I would have liked to, because they actually attacked me before I did anything. So let me just get a little bit away. how come there's always more of these things on planets with sentinels than there is on other planets? I find that a little bit suspicious. Like someone wants you to get into trouble. What I'm doing first, I'm going down and call my ship. But I want to make sure we are having that nearby, we're safe and all that stuff. So there. Just jump in for a sec. I just have to connect another screen here. Okay, I can't. Oh, damn. So that's the problem with cables. They are not always long enough. Okay, I will take it as it is then. So that life goes on. So let's see what there is here. I always go to the distress beacon first, the freighter terminal, and see what it says. It's normally a little bit of lore and that's it, but you never really know. Some of the information you get is actually quite interesting. Something is happening, please. I'm not sure what that is. But you will find a lot of information like this scattered all over the galaxies, planets, and I will say it is really up to you to try to connect the dots. That's one thing I do not want to do, is I do not want to put in a lot of spoilers. Because that is not helping anyone. So, if you've seen me before, I always say keep a distance, make sure you have an escape route, because they turn very radioactive when you open them. hypercore as usual. I leave the one in there till the end. That one is on the outside, so they are pretty much the same places every time, but there is slight differences. Well, that could be conceived as a spoiler, but it's also something which makes it easier. This one outside, you can be unlucky and it's stuck in the bedrock, because bedrock is on different depths on different planets, so it's not always straightforward. Holy fiber, not the greatest, but I'll take it, it's free. So it's that. Exactly where I'm standing, but that's not where I can get to it, because there is bulkheads. And what you have to look for is that one which says it's steel, then you shoot it and go back to the turret. This one is tricky because it's actually opening so you can get stuck. I am not doing the right thing here, but well. It actually worked out. So let's see, that was emptying out. So is it here? There. These goos and slime and stuff like that, I actually save because they become nanites later. Where is the... There. I use that one I normally use, but never mind. Gel.
Extreme subterranean radiation detected.
So I shoot the other door because that's going to be my exit door. Make sure you plan your route before you take these, so you don't get stuck in any way. So I just take a quick scan and see if I missed any. Doesn't look like I did. So back to the space station. It is not too bad. No. It told me to go to the space station, not to go back to the planet. Or rather to the mission agents, so... It's one of these things in many games. If you don't read the mission instructions or the quest or whatever you're playing with, you might be running around in circles wondering what the f am I doing. And it's very human, a human thing. And I know that some people get really annoyed with themselves because why didn't I read that quest or mission or whatever it is? The thing is, you can always go back here and actually look at it and see what was the whole thing. So I have now visited that planet 7 times, and I haven't actually looked at any of the other planets in the system, so I'm just going to take a quick scan of those and see if there's anything which is tempting. I don't think there might be, but if not, how many planets is there? There's only 3, so it's actually quickly done. Except one is behind there. And where is number 3? It's up there. It's cold. It's empty. It doesn't really have anything I can use. So I'm going to go behind the big one and just scan it, and if it's not useful, I will go to the galactic map and go to the next one. Easy. Her opinion is always useful. I'm going to be attacked now.
Threat detected. Hostile ships approaching.
Let's just deal with them. They want my stuff. And I say, go find it yourself, you lazy buggers. Trying to steal from other people. Useful. Take my shield. Planet go now? It's there. No. No. Don't do that. Don't even try doing that. the planet I wanted to go to. What the hell am I doing? I'm just being fucking stupid here. Well, I think stupidity must be my middle name. So what do I want on this planet? Well, find some paraffinium would be nice. That's always something which doesn't come in a lot of good deposits, so mist of all those beetles.
Extreme hazard planet. Extreme hazard planet. Units received.
Well, there's some weather here, so I'm not quite sure what it is. But I can see is storms here which gives storm crystals.
Units received.
That's
Received.
yeah. Something tells me to go to the building. Just to see what it is. Oh no, this is not where the building is, but there's two deposits here, which could be useful. I just hit a tree.
Units received.
Oh dear. Yeah, I have to scan you first before I kill you.
Units received. Units received.
Oh well, this one, let's take that. Actually, the copper was not only needed, but it's good to have in stock. Can always turn into chromatic metal if everything else fails. Can be used to portals as well. What's the one over there as well? Or did I see that wrong? Might have seen that wrong. Might have seen it wrong. That's how it sometimes is. So sodium is always useful for survival if everything else should fail. So. When you come across crystals, whether it's carbon, sodium, or dihydrogen, make a habit taking them as you go. It's helping you over time. That was what I saw. And it's not really something I need. I have shitloads of this. Well, Ron, why are you then taking it? Yeah, good question. Because I can. I'm here, it's here. That's a match made in heaven. Sometimes it's not about what you need, it's just about taking what there is in front of you. Worst case scenario, it will become money. So, there's actually no harm to it whatsoever. But I do kind of understand the question. I'm telling you that I have shitloads of it, and then, oh, let's take some more. So, where was the house? It was there, or whatever it is. It might not be a house. Doesn't look like a house. Which is fine, that's something common, it's a trade station. But it's not really what I need right now, yeah. storm of annihilation doesn't sound nice. It's probably choking me up in the air or something like that. A couple of those lately. Those was the other day had a good laugh of me flying around. But that's not going to happen this time. It's getting very warm outside, okay. What can we use this for? I don't know. Two underwater and one flying. The flying is rare. So, the stone crystals there, can I land next to them? So, it's a question I often got. Why are you risking yourself for something you actually have a lot of? Well, I wish there was a simple answer to that. But I mean, 5 storm crystals is 1,000,000 coins. So I will turn the question around and say, why wouldn't I? Do I need 1,000,000 coins? No, I don't. But at some point I might. If I get to the situation where I need coins, I know how to get them. I would have them in my stock, hoarding it, because that's what I do. So, jumping out twice, a little bit of risk, but nearly 2,000,000 coins just for that. I don't think that's too shabby. $118, $114, $110. So that one is actually the worst one. So let's put that back in the selling part and move this to, if we do it like this, that should theoretically be better suited. So, what else? Get some more activated copper. I'm turning a little bit greedy, but it is a little bit, yeah, well, now I'm here. When in Rome, huh? The thing I mentioned earlier about the size of the terrain manipulator, I have mentioned this before, but I also had the question, why do I not get a lot out of the resources? And that might actually be the answer to that question. So make sure your setting is relatively as small as possible. I do understand sometimes that you want to do something very quick. I have exactly the same thing. Some planets I want to get in quick, in and out very quick, so I don't get harmed in any ways. And that is absolutely fine. Always put your safety highest. But on the other hand, as I said, I'd rather take some of it and run than decide whether I want to come back or not.
Technology recharge.
I think I just shot my own shadow. So, I think that's it on this planet. Do we have anything else we want here?
Clearance received.
Let's get on from this planet. There is no need for something else. I do just want to take that. Plus they are actually useful to so you can fill up all your blueprints with base building. It takes them and it takes a time to actually collect them all, which is fine. Rome wasn't built in one day anyway, so just remember that. If you feel things go slow, yeah, they do sometimes. Can you speed it up? Yeah, you can. You can just grind directly for what you need instead of doing all the other things. If you need 5,000 copper, then go and find 5,000 copper. That's not a problem. You're the master in your own house, so you choose whether you want to do A or B. Yeah, it's boring doing that all the... Yeah, it is. But if you wanted to go faster, then you kind of need to put your back into it. What am I doing here? I actually didn't have a reason to go back here. So... what am I doing here? The whole thing was I was going to go further towards oh, interesting. No information of anything. Interesting. Well, kind of have to take a look then. Why is there nothing here? 4 planets. No space station. So I circle around on myself just to make sure, because there could still be one even though it's not marked. Deadly green anomaly. So we're in a green sun system. Abandoned planet. A very big planet. It's a lost green planet. It's a little bit sad that it's lost. And there is something behind it. So let's actually, I do like to have a little bit of a picture of what there is. Something I need? Probably not, but it could be the most important discovery ever. A reeking planet. So, emerald, faecium, magnetized ferrite, high sentinel activity. Nothing really which seems useful. The big boy here says lost green, emerald, ammonia, cobalt. Okay, that could be useful. So let's see. It looks like it's very watery, so we need to take a look at it. The problem is normally I would kind of cheat and try to find buildings, which is very difficult when you can't use your charts. So there's a couple of islands here. Let's see if there's anything showing anything interesting here. Temperature is not too bad as animals even. Weather is corrupted blob. No symptom.
Units received. Units received.
So metal fingers is tempting.
Units received. Units received.
They're still tempting.
Units received.
So dihydrogen, you notice the coloring is grey here. So let's go and have a look at metal fingers. Not that far away, so
Units received. Units received. Units received.
so a lump of gold is always good, and uranium. So, as I said earlier, that seems to be what's in them, but if I find something else, I might chalk out a video with that. I already have one with this kind of metal fingers with gold and uranium, and they do give a nice lump of material, so
Technology
I
recharge.
can only recommend actually to take them. And if you get too much, let's say you got too much gold or you got too much uranium, it's not a problem. Either you find out what you can refine it to, or you sell it. But uranium is useful with several things, so and one of them is on radioactive planets. It's fueling your shield, your hazard protection. So these come out all in all with around 1,000 gold, which I'm not complaining about. That is useful in many ways. Sorry, too sick. Just need to check something. The thing is, I keep getting up that there is different internet connection types going up and down, so not internet types, but the speed is up and down. So if that's true, I need to know that. But Twitch is luckily telling me that the connection at the moment is fine. So animals on a planet like this, let's see how many is, 3 of them is underwater and there's one more ground one, so we might actually be able to find it. So should you just jump into the water? That's one of these things. That's a good question, because water is not always safe. It actually depends what it's made of. And I don't know how to find out. So temperatures seem fine. But I would say I've been jumping water where the temperature was absolutely horrible, and I suddenly had several hazards going on at the same time. And that's one of the things you actually don't want to put yourself into. So that's the animal life for you. So that's one animal we haven't scanned. And it should be on ground. But why would that be on that island we are on? That's however, there was another island close by, so maybe we could go there and see if that's any better. Because again, in the end, it's bonus nanites, and it's actually not a bad thing to get. Just over there. It might not be here. So I wonder if that's on this island. Well, there's only one way of finding out. Go there. And when you realize that it's 4 islands down the row, and you have to take a decision whether you want to swim or your ship. I've talked about filthy farming or mining sometimes. And on a planet like this, it's actually might be the way of gaining a lot of common stuff by doing it. But the thing is, I know it's going to fill out the spaceship slots and yeah. So there was supposed to be something here. But there ain't. So, what about the other one? Is that another hoax? So, even though it looks like the other planet, it's actually another time. So, always scan where you can. So, a little bit of oxygen. This planet is turning out to a film noir. That is a little bit stupid of me not to react to them, but
Units received. Units received. Units received.
so all these animals were already scanned. There is no others. Not going to harm. Oh.
Units received.
So that's a predator. Okay. This is all watery stuff. Not really. What did so no. Oh dear. So it tells us that there is deposits, but there really ain't any. It is a little bit annoying. But to be honest, it's one of those things we can't control. And that's the exact reason why we shouldn't really be annoyed with it, because it's just as it is. I'm a little bit tempted. Let's just get into the ship. Bear with me a sec.